Have you ever wondered what it would be like to take a bold stand for a cause, to take a risk, not for yourself, but for someone else? Is that not the essence of courage? Americans for Immigrant Justice is a pro bono law firm that works both on the front lines and on the national stage to protect the rights of immigrants fleeing for their lives from countries like Guatemala and Somalia. Once here, they are often treated like criminals, put in detention centers with little to no access to pro bono attorneys. Immigrant children are afraid to go to school, knowing a parent might be taken by ICE and deported. Americans for Immigrant Justice are risk takers. They know that every case, children separated from their parents to survivors of human trafficking, could be a matter of life or death. Yet they stand strong.
No wall, no registry, no white supremacy, no wall.
We're getting bad people out of this country, people that shouldn't be, whether it's drugs or murder.
I've been doing this for a very long time, and I never imagined that we'd be seeing the things we'd be seeing today.
We're gonna build the wall, don't worry about it. We're building the wall.
That we'd be seeing babies torn from their mother's arms. That asylum seekers be turned away en masse. In so many ways, Trump's wall is being built. Every week, every month, we see due process rights being chipped away. Under this president, there's a massive deportation machine. And the only winners really are the private prison industry.
When somebody is in detention, they are actively experiencing the trauma. When you are ripped apart from your family and your friends and feel like you are in a position of complete and utter powerlessness, that you don't have the ability to decide when it is that you go to sleep, when it is that you eat, when it is that you're allowed to communicate with other individuals. And then on top of that, you don't know how long you're going to be detained. You don't know if you'll be deported, and if so, when you'll be deported.
In the Miami Immigration Court jurisdiction, there are over 10,000 children that are unrepresented. If a child doesn't have representation, they're expected to present their case on their own to an immigration judge against a government attorney.
When is it? Yeah. November 6th.
We represent children of all ages, including babies. We have an 11-month-old right now. We have a 3-year-old. And you can imagine those children going in front of a judge on their own.
Every time we turn around, there's a new anti-immigrant policy that is impacting our ability to help people stay here legally.
She had TPS in 2012, but she never renewed.
We have people working here who are truly exceptional. They feel so passionately about the work they do. They don't give up, and I'm certainly not going to give up.
On the screen, we have some of the scenarios where non-citizens may be vulnerable to being detained by immigration, such as if you're stopped by the police, if you leave the country and try to re-enter the country.
It's very important for us to be reaching out to immigrants who can't afford an attorney, have a legitimate case, and have nowhere else to turn, and then to try to bring about systemic change. To do that policy advocacy work, to be meeting with members of Congress, to be filing lawsuits in federal court. That's a unique combination, and it's our direct services that informs that larger impact advocacy.
Cuando yo nomás lo conocí la primera vez a él, me dijo, ¿estás a salva? Y lo abracé y me puse a llorar porque yo sentía aquello como que era mi padre. Y me dijo, vamos a ganar el caso.
The bond we have created, that I feel that I am part of that family and they feel I am part of them.
Y estoy agradecida porque ya todos mis hijos pues son ciudadanos americanos. Por esa organización y por ellos estamos a salvo.
We're changing lives, and not just changing lives, we're saving lives. There's a really famous quotation by an immigration judge, and she said that they hear death penalty cases in a traffic court setting because the consequences for people that can be removed back to their home countries, many people do face certain death.
We just have to keep fighting. We have no choice. It's about fighting for America. It's fighting for values that have made this country strong. So it's a fight and a struggle to keep America great.
I think AI justice needs to be tough. I think it is tough.
No social progress in human history was ever accompanied by anything less than pushing and shoving.
I deeply hope we come out of this because what we're doing is not the best of America. I think AI justice represents, old-fashioned as this sounds, the best of America.